Hi there, I'm Heidi, and I'm the founder of the Nest Kids CPR and Allergy. When I found Holly, from the very first session that we had together, basically Holly completely hit the nail on the head as to what I was looking for, and even I didn't really know what I was looking for. So from the word go, I knew that we were definitely onto a good thing. She already came very highly recommended by lots and lots of people, so I always take that as a good thing. But I had never met Holly before this, so apart from obviously seeing a few things online before we actually had any sessions. So where I was at was my business had been pretty much shut down due to COVID. Or was in the process of being completely shut down due to COVID, and I run first aid classes for parents of children, parents of children, or like anyone that looks after children, basically. First aid classes, allergy management and prevention classes, and I hadn't really done any online classes at that time. I was trying out some free masterclasses, and I was giving so much stuff away for free because I just didn't know what else to do. I was just trying to keep my name out there. I didn't think I could charge anything for these things. I was just in a bit of a rut, really, and just at a point where I always felt like I didn't want to be that stuffy first aider. I didn't want to be the company. I wanted to be someone who ran this company but had this incredible kind of different branches of the Nest. I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know how it would look, and I didn't know exactly what shape it would take. And the first session I had with Holly, she mentioned something. She sort of said something along the lines of, like doing first aid classes is great and should always be part of the model, but you're constantly having to look for new people who are just going to pay for one class, and maybe people want more ongoing care and etc. etc. So we basically talked around about like a 30-day plan, and then it's basically just evolved and grown arms and legs and developed into exactly what I was looking for. And I really didn't know until Holly kind of just seemed to read my mind. I don't know, just seemed to see what this needed to look like. Anyway, it's the first time I've worked with quite a few business coaches, and it's the first time that I felt like I'm really going in the direction that I need to be going in, and that I've got so much value from working with Holly that I couldn't imagine working with anyone else. And just for sure, I can't imagine why I would go looking elsewhere in future for a coach, because I'm well aware that I'm probably always going to need a business coach. I don't think you ever stop learning, you never stop feeding off other people. So what I've ended up with is in the last month, so I've just been working with Holly for 3 months, and in the last month my revenue has gone up in the last 1 month by 1,000%. And what's happened is I've focused in on one thing in my business, which is actually building a membership, which is, again, before I met Holly, was something that I said I would never do, because I feel like, oh my God, every month you have to do something. But my audience needs that. I work with parents of children with childhood allergy. It's not a one-off thing. They live with it constantly. So it makes perfect sense. So it went from thinking about a 30-day like program into a membership, and Holly has helped me continuously evolve that and find a way to be patient, basically, and find a way to build relationships with people instead of constantly just going out and looking for cold traffic through Facebook ads all the time. She's taught me to build an audience in your Facebook group and be patient and just give, and people come back to you, and that's exactly how it's worked. I've built a Facebook group. I've built so many, I've got so many new people on my email list from just answering questions inside groups, just being helpful, just being present. So now I've launched my membership, and I have members inside my membership that, and I didn't realize how valuable it is doing the simple things instead of constantly paying to get cold traffic. I didn't realize how valuable it is just to lead with literally serve the people that are already out there, that are looking for the skills that you have, but also that you don't need a massive audience to earn a decent profit. You can just have like a couple of hundred people inside your Facebook group, and they're really targeted and they're really interested in what you have, and you don't need to. You just nurture the relationships that you've got, and people talk. That's how when you nurture the relationships that you've got, that people want more and more and more, and they just they'll talk about you. So that's what Holly's taught me, these lessons that I thought I already knew, but actually I wasn't putting into practice at all until now. And you can see also how Holly practices what she preaches. So she is very active inside her groups, and she's really hands-on, and she'll always ask you, like, how are you going, what do you need? She is the most caring coach I've ever had, so I'm very, very, very grateful for her. Like I said, the side effect of being really helpful and being so in tune with my audience, finally, for the first time in a long time, the side effect of that is that I've sold a heap of courses that I just didn't anticipate. Because I've been out there, people have then been looking at my stuff and they've seen the other things I have to offer other than my membership, and I've sold like a ridiculous amount of classes just in the last month. So that's how my revenue's gone increased by 1,000%. So I feel like I've actually got the ball rolling, and I feel like if I just continue as I am for now, I'm getting there now. I'm profitable. I've got money in my business now that's actually making a difference in my life. We've just booked a trip to Canberra, we've just booked a trip to Port Stephens, and this isn't millions of dollars, but this is making a difference in our life, which is exactly what I wanted. And 3 months ago there was crickets in my business. No one was replying to my Facebook posts, and people weren't booking classes, and it was a real slog. And I finally feel like through just following up on the things that Holly's taught me, by her leading by example, by watching what she does as well, has made a huge difference. So thank you Holly. For anyone that's thinking of working with Holly, just do it. Just don't I've worked with probably 5 or 6 different coaches, and everyone has their strengths, but Holly by far has the most practical, and when I've put it into practice, the advice and the skills that she's given me actually really have worked, and they've worked to make my business more profitable, which is why we're in business. So thank you so much. I am forever grateful, and if you're thinking of working with Holly, just dive in and do it today. Take care. Bye bye.